If you're in software sales, I want to talk to you about where the major risks are in actually being successful. I've run software companies for many years, and every time we had to do a demonstration, I would feel my blood run cold. There's huge risk in demonstrations. There's also huge risk in reference customers, and there's huge risk in desperate competition. That's really where the three biggest risks are in software. One of the things I believe so very strongly is that salespeople who seek to create interest by doing demos are just crazy, and they're also lazy. The thing we need to do is we need to understand the business problem that we'll solve for somebody and whether they have a level of awareness and buy-in to why that's important. Unless there's an acknowledged problem, there is no solution to go and talk about. So one of the things I'd encourage you to do is use the social publishing platform of YouTube to create short, sharp demos that address specific problems that customers would have, or that pre-address specific concerns that they might have. You never want to receive objections in selling. The masterful people deal with them before they're ever expressed by the customer. They make sure that they prevent objections rather than deal with them. So avoid demos by organizing to show people software in YouTube. The other thing you need to do is you need to manage reference customers. You need a small handful of customers that are enthusiastic evangelists for you in the market. Ones that you know will not inadvertently say something negative even they don't think it's so. The other thing you need to do is you need to manage the competition in a deal. The biggest competitor to obsess about is the competitor of apathy or status quo, or what I call simply doing nothing. Is there a compelling business case for the customer to go ahead? And selling strategically by definition means that you engage early and you embed yourself in a strong business case. And the smartest salespeople create a bias in the requirements toward their strengths. So engage strategically and manage the risks in software selling. The last thing I wanted to say is that we live in the era of cloud software or software as a service. And the thing I love about it is that it has complete values alignment with the customer. I used to work for SAP back in 99-2000 in the height of the ERP boom, driven by the fear of what Y2K would do to systems at the turn of the century. But in that era, a lot of salespeople sold massive enterprise licenses of software to customers that years later just ended up being shelfware. And we wonder why customers are cynical. The good thing today is that with software as a service, customers can start small, and both the seller and the buyer are sharing risk of making sure there's successful deployment. And only once there's successful deployment does it get rolled out to more and more people, which yields more revenue for the seller, but also strong return on investment for the buyer and no commercial risk. I'm Tony Hughes, and you can find me on LinkedIn and also at my website rsvpselling.com.